Wednesday afternoon, everybody. This is your update video for Wednesday, September 6, 2023. Hope you all are doing well today, and I hope everybody had a good Labor Day weekend. Well, I've got three things I want to go through with you. Some mainly reminders, but some important things that are coming up that need to be on your radar here in the next, 7 to 10 days. So I want to go through that and get out of here in a pretty quick fashion today. Just a reminder right here at the very top of the hour. I'm going to close out with some reminders too, but right here at the very top of the episode, just a reminder that tonight at 6:30 p.m. is our midweek kickoff. Come on out. We'll be in the sanctuary from 6:30 to 7:15 p.m. For a worship and a prayer time. And then we're going to do a midweek ministry fair out in the lobby after that, 7:15 to 8 o'clock p.m. Those of you who have kids who are involved in Awana, come on out for the first half for worship and prayer. Then you can take them to their classrooms. They're going to hand out supplies and things, and then you can come on downstairs to the ministry fair after that. Okay, well, let's jump right into it today. Like I said, I've got three things to go through, and the first one today is I want to remind you of something that's happening a week from today, and that is our midweek vocal rehearsal, or I should say the commencement of our midweek vocal rehearsal. I've been discussing this now for probably 4 to 6 weeks, and what we've talked about is the fact that we need a time to rehearse our vocals and to spend time focusing on vocal rehearsal outside of the Sunday morning schedule. So this is one way that we are going to address that, and that's our midweek vocal rehearsal. Those of you who are on the schedule for September 17th, go ahead and start taking a look at the set for that day, because all of the music is finalized, the keys are finalized. You can go ahead and start preparing. I'm going to show you here in just a moment some tools for you to prepare for the vocal rehearsal. But yeah, you're welcome to jump. You're in Planning Center. Go ahead and jump around there to the 17th and take a look at that. We will meet for that rehearsal back in B153. So this is the old choir room area. It's now the worship team storage room. There's a piano back there. Come on back there at 6:30, or I'm sorry, come on back there at 5 o'clock p.m. and we will rehearse from 5 to 6 p.m. I think all the doors should be unlocked from wherever you are in the building to all the way back there. If not, just shoot me a text. I'll make sure you get taken care of there. This being the first week, there's always surprises, but just want to make sure that you're in the loop on all of that. Let me see here. I think that's everything you need to know. Like I said, I'll show you some tools to help you prepare, but just note that. Those of you who are on the 24th, September 24th, this will also include the choir as well. Be looking Monday for me to start reaching out to you for your keys to be finalized. If you are on that service and you want to go ahead and start taking a look at the songs that are in the service, you can you can start to get a sense for what the keys are going to be, and maybe even reach out and let me know what those are going to look like. If not, I'll be in touch on Monday and we'll get it taken care of. Okay, second thing today is I want to go over to Planning Center now, and let's take a look at the service for this coming Sunday, September 10th. Let's get us over here. I want to walk through this with you, and then I'm going to walk through the 17th. So on the 10th here, we're going to start with a call to worship from Psalm 66. This will be right at the top of the hour. No pre-service music this weekend. We'll go right into praise. And then from praise into welcome and greeting, Cindy leading that spot. Coming out of welcome, we'll go into There Is One Gospel, Jesus Paid It All, and Trusting God. So I want you to notice some of the notes here in the description on Trusting God. There, we're going to start with the bridge. We'll do the bridge 4 times, slowly building through all of those bridges. And then we're going to do the chorus 3 times. Okay, so first 2 times of the chorus will be big, just like the recording. The third time we'll break down, and we'll do more of kind of like an a cappella chorus there at the very end. Going from Trust in God then into the bumper, into the message. After the service this weekend, after the message, I should say, this weekend, we'll do Christ the Sure and Steady Anchor, with Amanda leading that in the key of A. This one will be the full team. So we've got horn charts. We've got, of course, the rhythm section that'll participate, the vocal team. Everybody planned to be a part of this final song here, Benediction, and we'll be finished. Like I said, all of that is finalized. The keys and the song selections are finalized in Planning Center. So go ahead and start taking a look at that. So let's jump over here to the 17th. We'll have Amanda kick things off with Rejoice. And then after a welcome, we'll go in here to Yahweh, Christ our hope in life and death, King of Kings, and then Jesus paid it all. This invitation on the 17th is going to be a come forward invitation. So basically we'll just probably do a verse and a chorus, or a couple of verses and a couple of choruses. It'll be a shortened version of it. So it'll just be Elizabeth and keys, and with the option for Tom to cut it off whenever he needs to. All right, so vocal team. For those of you who are preparing for the midweek vocal rehearsals, I want you to take a look at the attachments. Let's go over here to Rejoice. Oh, it's going to be kind of hard to see there with my face in the way, isn't it? Let me see if I can move my face. Actually, let's just click into here. It's going to be less invasive than a face removal. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's go over to E. We're going to be in the key of E, and I want you to look at the attachments over here. So for each song, we will upload, of course, chord charts, horn charts, all of that. If you look at the bottom, and of course it's going to be in a little different spot on every song, but we'll typically have like a choir sheet or a hymn sheet. Sometimes it's called lead sheet, and then in parentheses it'll say SAT. You'll see that. Any of those PDFs that you find attached, those are really good resources for harmony. Of course, you can listen to and just pick it out by ear and have your harmony part there. Sometimes, though, it's helpful to be able to see a harmony part written out, especially those of you who have some keyboard chops and can plunk out your part as you go along. This can be a really helpful tool. So I just want you to know that is available. Something else that is available on some of our songs, most of our songs, is we do have some rehearsal tracks for some of the vocal parts. Now, having said that, these rehearsal tracks are through multitracks.com, and we have to actually have you have to have a seat, and basically that just means you have to have like a part of the subscription in order to do that. If that's something you're interested in, just let me know, because I can easily add your profile to a subscription where you can access charts or where you can access tracks. I'm going to pull this up here. I'm going to stop rambling so that I can actually show you what I'm talking about. So let's take this song Yahweh, which we're going to be doing next weekend on the 17th. We've got our regular uploads here that we've added, the rehearsal track, the chord chart, all of that. But if you look here, there are these rehearsal tracks here that are from multitracks.com that they auto upload. And there's one here that says vocals BGVs and vocals choral. That'll be a rehearsal track with the vocal parts highlighted. Essentially, they take all the other parts, turn them down, and the vocals get brought up in the mix. If that's something that would be helpful to you, please let me know, because like I said, I'd be happy to add you to that, and then you'd have access within Planning Center. I don't think it's, I don't know that everyone will want to use that, but if you do want to use it, do reach out. And that goes for those of you who are in the rhythm section as well. If this is a tool that would be helpful to you, please feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to make it available to you. I think in private conversations, I've made this available to a lot of you. I haven't done the whole team yet just because it does add up over time. Having said that, if it's a tool that you'll use and that will be helpful, I'm happy to make the investment. So don't let cost be a deterrent there. We've got plenty to cover there. Okay, so those are just a couple of tools that will be helpful to you as you look ahead to those vocal rehearsals and begin to prepare for those. This is going to be a process. This is going to be something new for us to work out. On the 17th, I would like those of you who are on that service to come with a harmony part or maybe a couple of harmony parts worked out. I also encourage some collaboration amongst the vocal team outside of rehearsal. And part of planning these services out a couple of weeks or 3 weeks ahead of time is so that as you start to see things finalized in Planning Center, you can begin that collaboration process early. I know there are some on the team who they sing harmony parts and text them back and forth to one another, and that's a helpful tool. Or if you see each other on the weekend or whatever, you can always sing some parts and kind of figure it out. I encourage that collaboration. I don't feel like you have to wait on me to facilitate all of that. I will simply just get in the way if I try to do that, but you're welcome to do any of that collaboration that you want. And then whenever we come together on those Wednesday nights, we'll have lots of different options to work with as we put together the vocal parts. Okay. Well, I do believe that is everything as far as new info for you guys. A couple of reminders that I'm going to close out with here today. Don't forget to check out the Fall 2023 song list. Those of you who served this past weekend, I told you this story. We've been, in my family, listening to this list for a few months now, just because I've been working with this through the summer, and we've just had it up and listening through it on drives or as we're doing tasks around the house. And the other day we were on a short family trip, and we had on The Goodness of Jesus in the background, and Kelsey and I noticed we were having a conversation, and we noticed that Ellie was singing along to The Goodness of Jesus in the back seat, which was a really cool experience. And it's exciting to hear your kids singing these strong songs of the faith. And so let me encourage you. There's nothing magical about this particular playlist. It's just an intentional thing that we're doing. And so let me use it and let it be a helpful tool for you. Okay? Don't forget about Fall Festival coming up. I really don't have any new info for you today, but want to make sure that you keep that on your radar because we are like about 5 weeks away from that right now. So keep that in front of you. And then remember that September 24th, that is our first Sunday with the choir. Those of you choir members, if you've not signed up for that service, hop in the Planning Center, take a look, and get signed up for that service. I'm excited to have you guys on that weekend. That rehearsal will be September 20th, 5 to 6 o'clock p.m. in the Worship Center. Okay, everybody, that's everything that I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, a good weekend coming up here. If there's any questions that you have, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you tonight, and then I'll see you Sunday morning. Take care, everybody.